saddling our children with debt. These were his two main salient points.
Have you voted for him at all?
I didn't vote in the last. No, I didn't vote.
You didn't the first time
I was in Texas doing a podcast with Joe Rogan, and I'm registered in New York, so I was there election day. In New York, your vote doesn't really matter.
Would you have voted for him?
Probably, yeah. I think certainly the last time. I think Kamala Harris and Biden were a disaster. I believe that. But again, this turn to Iran, to interventionism, to me feels like the biggest betrayal of a political movement I've ever seen in my life.
And it's really...
Words cannot describe to you how much I hate Tim Dillon. I despise this man in my heart. There is no love in my heart for him. Tim Dillon is that type of person that will literally fuck everything up. And then when shit hits the fan, he'll pretend like he wasn't the one part of fucking everything up. He has completely distanced himself from Trump. And it's just like, no, man, you advocated for this administration. You don't just get to throw it away and act like it never happened. No. Piers Morgan asked him, did you ever vote for him? He said, no. He said, would you have voted for him? Then he said, yeah, probably. What do you mean probably? You definitely would have voted for him. You gave JD Vance a lap dance when you fucking spoke to him. And you was advocating for this administration that's fucking everything up. Dude, gas prices are now $4 a gallon. That's the highest I've ever seen them in ever. Like, come on, dude. I was out the other day and gas prices was like $4.20 a gallon. Dude, just 6 months ago or 8 months ago, gas prices was like $2.49 a gallon. Like, what are we talking about? And yes, it's his fault. He's trying to act like he has no part in this. And then he goes on to say, oh, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were a disaster. Compared to what? Compared to now? Compared to now? Like, dude, and listen, you're talking, bro, I'm literally the person that was against Joe Biden during the time of COVID. In 2020, I wanted Trump to win over Joe Biden because I didn't think Joe Biden would get us out of the COVID lockdowns. I thought that we were going to be locked down forever because I was watching skinhead-brained, lizard-brained Alex Jones talk about, oh, the Biden administration, they're going to keep us in COVID lockdowns for the rest of our lives. We're never going to get out. And I bought and sold that shit. And, turns out Biden did just fine with COVID. The lockdowns didn't last forever and they got us out. I mean, like, dude, like, compared to what? What was Biden a disaster compared to? Compared to the current Trump administration? Are we even on the same planet? This dude gave hand jobs to JD Vance. Tim Dillon did. Like, bro, this dude is so freaking insane. I hate when people can't take accountability, man. I hate that shit. And dude, literally, JD Vance and Tim Dillon, he brought JD Vance on his podcast to freaking talk about how they were going to make America great again. And although he never had direct contact with Trump, we already know what was going on. If you have access to the president of the United States, that means you're an elite. That means you're an elite. Like, come on, man. This whole people in this comedian industry like Andrew Schultz, all of them, they had direct access to the president. They are part of the elite, man. Come on. They're no longer the people on the fringe that, that the elite class ignore. No, you're part of the elite. And just like Kylekulinski is going to point out in the clip that I'm going to show you next, it's like, bro, Tim, why were you giving JD Vance a reach around hand job? Why? Like, I mean, anyways, I could go on all day. Here's the next clip.
Children dead, zombies. I guess they go into the voting booth and vote for this guy who's trying to quite literally kill their children. He wants their children dead, but because every day, war hero, Navy SEAL, handshake, war hero, loyal, America, patriot, America, Lord, you just get to a point you go, I don't even know what's up and what's down, what's real or what's fake. This is what I mean about a psyop. This is not a campaign. These are not campaigns. Not campaigns about ideas where people are debating ideas. This is a psychological operation aimed at the lowest common denominator, lizard brain instincts that you have. War, hero, good.
MAGA is a psychological operation aimed at your lizard brain, pointed at the lowest common denominator. I could not have said that any better myself, Tim. So why'd you help them before the election? Why'd you have on J.D. Vance and give him a reach around? Why did you act like, oh, the Democrats, with their wokeness and their being too pro-establishment, the Democrats are the real problem. They're the real warmongers. Right, Tim? That's the fucking frustrating thing is you're right. You're right. You're just too late to the party. Other people pointed this out well before you and warned you about this, and you brushed them off as being woke or being pro-establishment or whatever the fuck other nonsense. There, by the way, let me be clear. There actually is no such thing as an anti-establishment right-winger. To be right-wing, by definition, is to be pro-establishment.
Listen, Kylekulinski couldn't have said it better than I could have. That's going to be it for this video because I could just go on all day, all night long. But it is what it is, man. You know, Tim Dillon runs away from accountability. I swear, man, I love to hate Tim Dillon. I love to hate him because this guy is the worst type of person on the face of the earth. And like I said, I could go on all day, but I know you don't want to listen to me rant all day. So that's going to be it for this video. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed watching me go on that tirade that I went on. And if you genuinely want to support the channel and you have friends and family, consider hitting the share button. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and pushes it to more people. And consider hitting the like button as well. You know you want to. And that's going to be it for this video. Peace.